Hey Collective, welcome back. I hope you're having a good day today. So today, we're going to figure out what you truly want in life. This is for all my seers, seekers of truth, all the healers, light workers, star seeds, and metaphysicians who are on this winding road, this journey of awakening. What caused you to awaken? Whether you're just stepping onto the path or you're a seasoned vet, what was it that made your spirit come alive? Or come online, if you will? For me, it was tragedy, or what felt like tragedy at the time, a complete and utter dismantling of everything I had ever known. It was your classic signs of an awakening for me. Traumatic divorce, surviving psychological abuse, figuring out who I am all over again. Not wanting to be around people, craving solitude, can't handle the illusions of society, quit my 22-year career out of the blue. It just didn't feel right anymore. Craving meaning and purpose, a hunger to learn everything and anything. Purging out sadness that felt lifetimes old. Death of the ego, healing my childhood wounds, feeling lost, so lost and uncertain. Embracing gifts, connection to source, learning how to forgive, have patience, compassion, and love for myself. Wanting to deeply take care of me and give myself all the things I denied for 40 plus years. Resurfacing new, more grounded and solid, in my own energy than I have ever been. But looking back, I've walked through darkness, where the air was thick and full of doubt, and climbed mountains of uncertainty until my legs ached. Spirit has been teaching me life lessons since I was 2 years old. My shadow and I are very old, very dear friends, and I'm a pro at shadow work. And in all those lessons, one stands out the most. If you do not know yourself, if you do not listen to your own heart, this world will try to tell you who you are, sell you dreams that don't belong to you, stuff you in a box of expectations that don't fit, and whisper that you should be satisfied. But I have learned we're not meant to be ordinary. We're meant to be real, to be vast. A question I get asked a lot is, how do you figure out what you truly want? And the answer is, you listen. Not to the noise and not to the world, but that quiet, knowing place we all have inside. The place that buzzes inside when you're doing something you love. The place that knows peace when you feel truly inspired. Pay attention to what makes your heart beat faster, what makes time slip away unnoticed, what makes your voice rise with excitement when you speak about it. That is the thing. That is what you truly want. But you have to quiet the outside noise. This world is loud, filled with obnoxious voices telling you who you should be, what you should do, and where you should go. So many people struggle in their successes or their relationships because they're too busy looking at everyone else's. You don't have to have one job or only do one thing. You can be good at a lot of different things. The world evolves out of creativity, simple ideas. If you believe you can make that idea touch the sky, then it will. Educational background is not always needed to succeed. Not trying is failing. So try. I know it's scary, but what do we say? Fuck fear. Let traditions go. Let expectations go. Let the well-meaning advice of people who believe they know what's best for you go. Your truth, your deepest truth, will get you exactly where you need to be. And all you need to do is be honest with yourself. Don't be afraid of silence. Quit filling your days with noise, constantly occupied with 1,000 little things that don't matter. Because you fear the weight of your own truth. I'm not happy. Here's a truth. If you truly want to know what your soul is aching for, you have to be brave enough to listen. Turn down the volume of life and tune into the quiet where your own voice lives. And you may find what you hear surprises you. Maybe the dreams you've been chasing aren't even your own. Maybe the life you've built is made of someone else's bricks. Or maybe deep down, you've always known exactly what you wanted, but are too afraid to admit it. People will spend 20 plus years in a career they can't stand, but won't take 2 years to build a business they love. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear that it's too late and that you're too old. But I was that person who spent 20 years in a career that didn't truly fulfill me. I had all those fears and then some. And now I'm the person who listened to my heart, started something new, something all my own. And I'm so glad I did. Your dreams are not foolish. Your desires are not wrong. They're yours, unique to you. And that is why you should honor them. Strip away all those layers of expectation and get comfortable with your own company. And listen to your own knowing. What makes your body hum with excitement? When you think of it, what makes your chest feel lighter? What puts a spark behind those eyes and a smile on that face? If money wasn't a concern and your days were your own, what would you get excited to get out of bed for and do each day? It should feel like your soul is stretching towards something familiar, something you've always known. That is where your truth lives. That is where your answers are waiting. You don't need permission to follow them. You don't have to be practical. You don't have to follow a path already carved by others. You decide what is possible for you. You decide what is best for you. And don't let anyone shape you into something small and manageable. Ever. So, friends, if you're just stepping onto the path of healing and you seek to find meaning and purpose, silence the noise. Make space for yourself. Step away from expectations that don't fit. Sit with yourself and ask questions that matter. Do the shadow work. Let the ego die. Healing comes from flow and surrender, not suppression and resistance. What I want for all of you is to be healed and freed from every traumatic experience that caused you to run and hide from the real you. Maybe this will help. I have learned your deepest wounds are found in what you're trying to avoid. If you avoid vulnerability, you may fear rejection and abandonment. If you avoid conflict, you may fear not being accepted and loved. Try working on building self-worth, practicing self-compassion, and acknowledging and processing your feelings. If you avoid expressing needs, you may fear being a burden or being rejected. So work on building your self-esteem, practicing open communication, and challenging your negative thoughts. If you avoid emotional intimacy, you may fear being hurt and disappointed. So work on your feelings of entitlement, opening your heart, and practicing acceptance. If you avoid depending on others, you may fear being betrayed or let down. Work on building a secure attachment style, setting healthy boundaries, and practicing forgiveness. If you avoid accountability, you may fear feeling unworthy or inadequate. Work on building a supportive social circle. Focus on strengths and accomplishments, practicing self-compassion, and challenge your negative thoughts. And finally, if you avoid your emotions, you may fear feeling pain or opening unhealed wounds, and this may need some deeper therapy. But you could work on thought patterns and stress management, facing your fears in a controlled way, accepting emotions without letting them overwhelm you, instead of avoiding them. Your truth will never abandon you, friends. Understand, healing is a slow, steady, continuous journey through life. Your truth will wait as long as it takes for you to heal and listen. Hope is never lost. Trust that you will come out a better, stronger, wiser version of you who knows exactly what they want. Until next time, friends, keep healing. See ya.